I'm Chris, you're watching FRAG-MENTAL. Thank you for joining me. I've got two fantastic scents for you gents today. Brand new from the House of Sillage. Stay tuned to FM. House of Sillage are a company based in the States. I'm a big fan of their scents. One of my favourite gourmands is HOS number 1. They have two new releases this year, both part of the Gentleman's Collection. There's the Classic and the Formal. In this video, I'm going to break down these two fragrances and hopefully give you some idea of what they smell like. Let's start with the Classic, which is in this beautiful bottle here, and that is one of the best things about House of Sillage. They are luxury niche, so you are going to get top-notch presentation. Let's take a closer look at the presentation and the notes. In the Classic, there's sage, lavender, lime, orange, coriander, amber, garlic wood, cedarwood and musk. When this opens, the first thing you get is the citruses, which to me are like a lemon and lime type of citrus. It doesn't have that really bright citrus pop like you find with some summer fragrances. It's more of an understated, slightly warming citrus. So think about the type of lemon citrus when you're sucking on lemon candy, rather than it being like this really bright, clean, photorealistic citrus, which sometimes has that association with household cleaning products. So it doesn't have that. It's a lovely, elegant, subtle, warming citrus. There's some lavender and some coriander, which along with the citruses are really providing the masculine character of the fragrance. In the base, there's some amber, some woods and some musk, really smoothing everything out, rounding out the composition, adding depth and adding warmth. For me, on my skin, there wasn't that much development from first spray into dry down, but that's absolutely fine. Sometimes linear fragrances are great. You know, you enjoy the opening and you get that all the way through. It's gentlemanly, it has a refined elegance, it's subtle, but quietly confident. Performance of this, I got around 2 hours initial projection. That was possibly because I did spray on clothes just to extend the performance of it. It is relatively subtle, it's not going to be projecting out too far. So quite a close in fragrance, but I think that's what adds to the masculine elegance of this one. Longevity, I got around 7 to 8 hours, so fairly decent longevity as well. I think the Classic would be a great signature scent or a day scent. It's an easy day wear if you just want to smell fresh, clean and masculine. You can pretty much wear what you like and have whatever style you like with this fragrance. So it's not reinventing the wheel, but that's not the aim. If it was, it wouldn't be called the Classic. This is very nice, very well blended, smooth, lovely fragrance. Moving on to the Formal, and I would say this is my favourite of the two. It's a little bit more modern, definitely has more pop than the Classic. Let's have a closer look at the bottle and the notes. In the Formal, there's pepper, citruses, violet leaf, elemi, clove, nutmeg, sage, ginger, cedarwood, amber, coumarin and sandalwood. The lovely pop that this one has is coming from the pepper, the citruses and the spices. House of Sillage on their website actually describe the pepper here as euphoric, so they're really loving the pepper note that they've put in this. It has a lovely tantalizing bite to it. So because of all these things, it definitely feels like more of a modern masculine scent, more so than the Classic. The spices in the heart really give it some assertiveness, but also playing a big part in this fragrance is violet leaf, which is beautifully done. It reminds me of the way that the violet leaf is done in Creed's Green Irish Tweed. Overall, it's a different scent, doesn't smell that much like Green Irish Tweed, but the violet leaf just seems to be a link for me between those two fragrances. So this is smoother and creamier than GIT, but if you're a fan of that one, I think you'd also really enjoy the Formal. The creaminess and the depth is probably coming from the amber, the cedarwood and sandalwood in the base of this one. It's really rounding out the fragrance and helping it to balance nicely with the euphoric peppery notes and the spices. I get around 2 hours projection from this and then about 8 hours longevity, so really good in the performance department. It's a really versatile fragrance. You could wear this easily all year round. You could wear it for any occasion, but I think it would really excel, as the name suggests, as a formal occasion scent. So you're dressed up in a suit, whether you're going to a wedding or dressing up going somewhere nice in the evening, maybe out for a meal, maybe on a date. I think this would work really well for that. So it's not reinventing the wheel, it's possibly more closely related to designers than niche fragrances in that it's very easy to wear and it has mass appeal. It's the quality of these fragrances that set them apart from designers. It doesn't have that designery scent profile, you know, that typical kind of clean ambroxan type smell that so many male marketed designer fragrances have. So it has the mass appeal of some designer fragrances, but the quality of luxury niche. Both these scents are excellent options if you want to smell like a gent. Let's talk about the prices. Remember, they are luxury niche. You're getting high quality blends and top-notch presentations. So they retail on the House of Sillage website at $295. That's in dollars. You can purchase them from houseofsillage.com, Neiman Marcus, Saks, Fifth Ave, Bloomingdale's. If you're in the UK, not quite as easy to make a purchase. I don't think they currently have any retail outlets. So if you're in the UK and you do want to try House of Sillage, all you need to do is email orders at houseofsillage.com. I'll leave links to all those websites and that email address to get in touch with House of Sillage if you're from the UK. I'll leave all that information in the description below the video. I noticed they also have the gentleman's sample set on their website. It's retailing at $20. Obviously in the UK you're going to pay some shipping for that, but to try out a selection of fragrances from this house, I think that is good value. So definitely sample them because I've been impressed with everything that I've smelled from House of Sillage so far. Okay, I think that covers everything about these fragrances. I hope it's given you some idea of what they smell like. I should just mention as well that House of Sillage did send these fragrances for me to review. I had already smelled them earlier on in the year in Milan. I chatted to the House of Sillage team, great team, really friendly. I chatted to them in the exhibition itself and at one of the parties afterwards. So we let our hair down, we had a few drinks and we had a great laugh together. So I'd already smelled these fragrances in Milan. I knew I really enjoyed them and I was over the moon when they asked if they could send me them to put this video together for you. So out of the two, the Formal is my favorite. Both really nice options. It's just all individual opinion at the end of the day. I'm sure there are people out there that would prefer the more classic nature of the classic, but I really like the pop, the assertiveness, the character that the Formal has. I think I'll be wearing both of these fragrances a lot. I'll probably go for the classic as more of a daytime, more casual scent, and then the Formal as a bit more of an evening, kind of smarter, dressed up type of scent. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've tried these fragrances, do let me know what you think. I guess you're going to be in the States if you've tried them. They are brand new, so there's probably not that many people. But if you've tried them, everyone watching this video would love to hear your opinions as well, not just mine. So do drop your comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. All right, thanks for watching. Remember, keep tuning into FM and keep smelling good. I'm Chris. You're watching FRAG-MENTAL. Thank you for joining me. I've got two fantastic scents for you gents today. Some great scents for you gents today. For you gents, some great scents for you gents today. Fantastic scents for you gents. Two fantastic scents for you gents today. Brand new from the House of Sillage. Stay tuned to FM.